of course, being from Louisiana, we don't have much deep water, so most of our fishing is shallow. But I've been on the Elite Series 7 years now, 7 or 8 years. And let me tell you this, the book says 3 classics, it's 4. That's pretty serious to cats like us, it's 4. I mean, 4 of them. But growing up fishing shallow water, I've taken that shallow water approach all across the country, and it's worked. So today we're going to talk about overlooked shallow water tactics, namely the floating jerkbait. Floating jerkbait, baits like you can go to the next one already, into the next one. There's a whole bunch of stuff this bait can do, and we'll get into some of that kind of stuff. The baits I'm talking about, Lucky Strike RC stick. Of course, Lucky Strike is a big sponsor of mine. That's a real good bait. But you can't talk about floating jerk baits without talking about rogue, floating rogue, rattling rogue, floating rapala, I'm not sure where the line's at for how you say it. Rapala, whatever fits for you. Those type of baits, floating jerk baits. So, and this is some of the stuff we talked about yesterday with Chad, and Kevin talked about it last week. Who over here stalks Bass University during the week to see what they talked about on the weekend? Nobody? We got some honest people. If you're not, you need to stalk Bass University on Facebook or social media, because they'll give you little 5 to 7 minute clips about what happened the weekend before. And if I stalk, I'm a closet stalker. Well, I guess I'm not a closet stalker no more. But the reason I bring that up is because Kevin was talking about jerkbaits last week, and about twitching with your rod tip, not with your reel. So, which kind of plays into this scenario. Floating jerkbaits, suspending jerkbaits, the retrieve is the same, or the technique to work the bait. So I want to be aggressive with my retrieve and cover water with the retrieve. So I want to throw that jerkbait out, let it hit the water, kind of chill for a second, get myself situated, and then I want to twitch. I want to flash that bait, flash that bait, flash that bait, flash, you know, and it's all about cadence, which we learned yesterday. So I'm gonna get it, make it flash, 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 flash. I may let it float up just for a second. I'm going back to work, Twitch, and then I may let it float halfway up, and then keep going. So I'm letting it, I'm working it where the floater's working for me, so I can get it down, let it float up a little bit, change directions, keep going. But in this retrieve, I'm not letting it float, so to say. I'm just using this floating personality to help in my retrieve. Twitch. So I want to twitch, get it down, flash. Maybe just pause it for a second, let it pop its head up. Twitch. This thing's flashing the whole time. Let it float halfway up. Twitch. Get it back down. Maybe let it come up for just a second. I want to be real aggressive. Twitch. Again, working it with your wrist, not your tip. Working it with your wrist on a rod tip, not with the rod, not with the reel. Because when you tap and you tap, that's when it goes crazy. When you pull, if you pull it, he just kind of, that's exactly what he looks like. He just kind of puts his head sideways and just kind of, you ever seen a 2x4 floating in the water? That's kind of what he looks like. If you pull him. So if you snap him, he's coming alive, he's flashing, life is good. The fish is sitting on the bed, I throw it in there, it lands, nothing. All right, so what I want to do is, I just want to twitch, and that thing is just going to flash, right? And he's going to float back up. I'm going to, twitch him, just make him flash, and he's going to sit there. And I may get more aggressive with it depending on what the fish tell me, but to start off with, I'm going to be real easy. So flash, float, flash, float, flash, float. And what I want to call that fish off that bed, because he's here and he looks and he flashes and he looks and it's not going nowhere. So I'm going to start, stop. And a lot of times, somewhere, there'll be a key in there. There'll be a key ingredient, whether it was a twitch, a pause, a float. There'll be something that'll make that fish bite and get him going. Float, swim, rise, float. That's what we was talking about. Twitch, twitch, swim, swim, float. Twitch, twitch, float. It's all about talking that fish in the bite because he's probably on the bed. Bites will come on all throughout the retrieve. Casts can last forever because we're working it so small in an area like a number 3 tub. Number 3 tub. Everybody knows what a number 3 tub is? Nope. That must be a South thing, Louisiana thing. It's a tub. It's like a...
Oh, I saw that on that gate, or Swamp People.
Swamp People, right? It's like a galvanized tub that we use for seafood and ball stuff with. But ever since you were 2 years old, you know, that's how you describe things, like the size of a number 3 tub, right? Just a deal. You can Google it. That's like some southern twang, some southern language. Number 3 tub. So throughout this cast, I'm gonna work everything like we'll call it a 3-foot square. How about that?
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Glusek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests. From on the water to in the classroom, you'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills. Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time. Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best. Subscribe to Bass University TV today.